Hello, I'm Mark Cukro, and welcome to the Introduction to the Filipino Martial Arts Kali, which is sometimes referred to as Arnis or Escrima. I personally call it Kali, but it's an art from the Philippines, and it has 12 areas. It's a very comprehensive art. You can study this art your entire life and still feel like you've scratched the surface. And today, this session, what we'd like to do is just go over some very fundamental basics on what you need to do. We'll have a stick, we'll have a knife, we'll have two sticks sometimes, or two knives. But when it comes to the sticks are made out of rattan. It's not bamboo. It looks like bamboo, but it's in the grass family, and it has nodes, and it's very tough and flexible, and it tends not to snap in half. It depends on your instructor and what their preferences are, but the stick should usually be somewhere between the palm of your hand and the end of your fingers. And typically, the longer the stick is, the more you'll choke up a little bit from the bottom until you find that natural spot where the weight is good for you. And now some instructors will say one finger from the bottom to a full fist, just kind of depends. But if the end of the stick starts to go past your palm, however much it's past your palm, is usually where the bottom of your hand will begin to feel about even and comfortable and feel like it has good weight. So this is just something to consider with the sticks. Some of them are thicker and heavier, but these sticks are durable. They last a long time. They're a lot easier on your hands than something that's much heavier and more dense. So let's get started with the fundamentals. So grab one stick. That's all you need right now, and then we'll get started. Let's get started with some basic fundamentals. So when you have the stick, there's two basic types of hits for now. One where you swing all the way through, which is called a lob tick. This hand, you'll see, we emphasize a lot, especially later on. But in the beginning, you have to develop good habits. We call this the live hand. It's very important. So make sure that you pay attention throughout the instruction where this hand is. The other one is called a whip tick, where you hit and retract. And it could be a hit and a retract on this side. So lob tick is all the way through in any direction. Hands up, whip tick, bring it back. Bring it back. So those are the two basic strikes, lob tick and whip tick. A good drill to practice the whip ticks is called abanico, which is an old word for fan, basically. So your arm's going to be about 90 degrees. You're going to make a tight fist on here. Please don't put your thumb up, because if you later on you'll understand, but keep your hand like this. A couple of rules too. Don't twirl the stick and open your hands, or try not to. So what we're going to do, 90 degrees, I'm going to turn my body, because otherwise I can't twist far enough. So I twist my hips, push off my feet, twist. Now this is where you twist to the other direction, this way. My legs, my hip, my entire body is turning, and this is called abanico. And you can focus on a part of the stick. You can put a piece of tape on it if you like, something to indicate where you go. And then you can hold the stick like this, Rob, please. Here. And then you can do the same this way. Now look, see how it doesn't reach? So you have to twist your body like this. And so that is abanico, and those are excellent drills to start with. And of course, these drills you can do alone at home. You don't have to do them with a partner. So you can do the abanico drills, and they're excellent drills, but you don't always have to have a training partner. You can use anything at home as long as you have a target and you move. So they're great drills, but you can do them with a partner or solo. This is a great drill to do, especially when you're starting. Even the most experienced people still do this. So what we're going to do is practice swinging the stick. Okay, and a basic good rule is when you swing forward, step forward. When you swing back, step back. So look, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Now what you can do is, we call it opposite area, ABCs, the very basic beginning. But like anything else, the beginning and what you learn and the habits you develop in the beginning are very important. And you'll use them for the rest of your martial arts training, as long as you train. So we're going to spell the alphabet, literally. Here, step back, A. B, bring it across. C, and if you can't see it on camera, that's okay, but what you do is you picture the letters in front of you, and then you spell them out. A, so it had two sides and a cross. B, the spine, the top and the bottom half. D, C rather, down here, and you go A through Z, and you do it with both hands. So that is called abecedario, and you just start spelling, and you'll get fluid, and you'll get more smooth movement every time you do it, and then it will be easier to do a lot of the strikes that you're going to do a little bit later on in your training because you've practiced many different angles before. So this drill is called high-low-high because we're going to hit high, then hit low, then hit high. And here's kind of the principle of this. We're going to go neck. I swung forward, so I step forward. Step back, low, high. Hands back up. High, low, high. And of course, we practice with a stick, but if this was a bladed weapon, of course, it will land on a vital area. 1, 2, 3, hands up. Can you grab a stick, please? So now we're going to practice this. Left foot forward. So when we step forward, we swing forward. High, low, high. Now we're going to hit and freeze. 1. So this should be at neck height. Knee height. Low, high. This hand is alive, is what it's called, a live hand. And then we turn back and keep our hand and stick up. High, low, high. High, low, high. High, low, high. It's important that you master your footwork and your hand placement as you do this. You want to make sure that you don't make common mistakes like this and you're exposed. So high, low, high. High, low, high. Live hand high. And that's the high-low high drill. Absolutely practice that. Now we're just going to do a drill called X patterns, and you'll see why we're going to make an X each time we do this. So come forward. Basically what I'm doing is the top third of the stick, neck, neck, hands back up. Neck, neck, hands back up. Okay, so we're up, please. So step back, step forward. 1, 2, hands up. 1, 2, hands up. Keep going. Like this. Make sure you use your footwork, and you're going to hit with the top third of the stick. What you don't want to do is lean the stick out and hit with just this part. You really want to get somewhere between here and the end of the stick, right here, in the power band, which is basically between here and here. So high, that's good. Just like this. Step back, live hand high, and that's it. Now we'll go from the X patterns to A5 count, and there are many of them, but this is just one. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. X pattern, just a little fist bump. That's it, just for now, okay? 1, 2, here. 1, 2, here. 1, 2, here. Now, you can use this with a knife, and then, of course, we'll focus on footwork too. Right now, just the movements, okay? 1, 2, hit. That's it, okay? 1, 2, hit. Make sure when you bring the knife back that you bring it against your body. You don't want to slide it against your body, so a good rule is just put it here, or make sure it's out. It doesn't come towards you. 1, 2, hit. 1, 2, hit. Now, we'll extend this into one of the 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's do that slow. 1, 2, 3, 4,